What's up, guys? It's Jim from NEPAPizzaReview.com, and I just made a white clam pizza, similar to one that you might find in New Haven, Connecticut, except I don't have the oil or wood-fired or coal-fired or any type of fired ovens that they might have. But I do have my camp chef here, which has served me well, and I was on a Taste of New Haven tour. I went to Frank Pepe's, where they're famous for the white clam pizza, and it was such an experience for me. One of the best pizzas I've ever had. So I said, I want to make that myself. And I thought it was going to be complicated and challenging and hard to do. But talked to the tour guide, Taste of New Haven's Colin, and he told me it's only a few ingredients: clams, olive oil, a few other things. I'm going to put my own spin on it and let you know how I put this one together. It smells tremendous, and I think it's going to taste really, really good. But I'm going to tell you how to do it right after this. So this pizza is pretty easy to make. We'll start the prep work here. White clam pizza, obviously you're going to need some clams, olive oil to drizzle over the top. I like to add bacon to it, although I'm not so sure that that's how they do it at Frank Pepe's. You need a little Parmesan or some Romano cheese, and finally some garlic. I'm cheating here today for the sake of expediency. So we're going to use this pre-peeled garlic. I have about 5 cloves there. So we're going to chop that up. I like to chop it nice and coarse. I don't like to get it too fine, get a little more rustic, let you know it's there. All right, so we'll chop that up. Then we want to do the bacon. We don't want to go too crazy with the bacon. But I like to add that little flavor there, plus it chars up nicely in the heat of the oven, right? So we want to cut it 2 ways so that we end up with little bacon bits. You don't want huge pieces of bacon there. And you also don't want too much of the fatty part either. This is supposed to be Black Label Select, but we have quite a bit of fat here. So this is a 12-inch pizza, so this amount's probably more than enough. We have about 3-4 ounces there. That'll be more than enough to do it. And then I recommend when we go to shuck the clams, because we want to shuck them fresh. The reason we go with the fresh clam, this is the way Frank Pepe's does it. The reason we want the fresh clam is because a canned clam is already cooked, and if you cook them again in the oven, they tend to get a little rubbery, right? So I couldn't believe how tender the clams were when I ate them at Frank Pepe's. So don't use your good chef knife for shucking a clam. This is probably the hardest part of this whole process here. This is the safest way I've found to do it. Grab yourself a chef knife, crack it in half. Most people like to do it with a paring knife or something like that, but I like to, go down so I'm not risking myself. So we're gonna go shuck the rest of these. You just peel them out raw and drop them in a bowl. Peel the rest of these and we'll be all prepped, and we'll come back and show you how to put it all together. Okay guys, so I'm not gonna lie, shucking clams is not the most fun thing you're gonna do, but it's worth it at the end, because you end up with not too many, but here I did about 20 little necks, but that's about all you need. I'm making a 12-inch pizza, so that's about all you need there with the little neck clams, and they are the best, I think, for this, because they're so tender and they cook up so nice. So we got our bacon, we have our clams, we have our garlic, and then just olive oil and oregano really here, guys, and that's going to be it. We're going to put it all together right now. All right guys, we got the oven all preheated, and really this is how it all goes down. Okay, make sure you flour if you're going to take a while like I'm doing. Flour your dough nicely. Make sure you get enough on there because it's going to stick, especially with the wet clams here, and I'm taking my time. So we get them on there, and again, you can put as many or as little as you like, but I'm putting the bacon on, so I don't need quite as many clams here. So we'll spread these all out, And the dough I'm using is just the Pizza Bible mastered recipe without starter, because I was in a bit of a hurry, as I usually am. So 24-hour ferment on this, and I went with a little bit higher hydration than the actual recipe calls for, because just wanted to put it to the test here. I really wanted a good crust. So we have the bacon, we have the clams, we're going to spread out the garlic, right? Get the garlic all over. Pretty simple stuff, really, right? And we're going to drizzle it with some olive oil. And then we'll throw, I don't think I opened the Parmesan yet, but we'll throw some of that on top, along with some oregano. Sorry, I realized that opening method was a little bit barbaric, but I don't want to keep you guys any longer than you need to be. So we're going to blow under it. Oh, get rid of this stain. Get right in there. We're all set. Just check out that evaporation. You can see everything sizzling right there in the Camp Chef oven. Should be ready in no time. Okay, the moment of truth. Here we have it. The White Clam Pizza. Let's get a better look.